So once again, welcome to Weekend Warriors Den. First of all, I would like to make a shout out to Teams Garage. Thanks again for your comment. It was extremely pleasant to read it, especially that how many trolls are there. Very encouraging. Thank you again. So I decided to do a proper toolbox slash workshop tour. Whenever I can, I will try to share my observations or experience about the tools that I use. Now, bear in mind that a lot of my tools were not used yet. Yes, you can call me a tool polisher to some extent. I just prefer having the tool before I need it, so I don't have to stop whatever I'm doing, buy it online, or go to a shop. But plenty of them I did use. I am using even now while I'm staying here at my house, which is being refurbished. I have to divide this video into few parts because there's a bit too much to cover in one video. So you will see a actual toolbox at some point. First, I decided to cover the stuff that I have exposed on my walls, on my shelves. Should you need a bit more detail about any of this tool that I actually used, please comment in comment section so I can make a video about this specific tool, this specific item. So here we go. We are in my 4 or 5 by 5 feet part of a workshop, if you can call it this way. I call it my den because it's so small and the amount of light is maybe not great, at least in this section. And if you look at the left hand side, the closest door, because used the most, is the tape measure, or as some call it, measuring tape. Now this is Axis made, bought in UK tape that I had very high hopes about. Now recently, when I started using it more frequently, I got disappointed because it failed me. There is a lot of bad things about it. The construction is robust and it's cool. It looks cool. It's protected from dropping by this rubber padding, but well, there is few things about it that wouldn't make me buy it again. Should you want to know the details, just let me know and I will share it. Then I've got obviously the microfiber rug. I've got few different types of saws that, to be honest, I haven't used. This is because I use my jigsaw, I used to use my miter saw and some other electric saws, so these hand tools are not used as often, or at all in this case. Some of them are some low end brands, like this Spear & Jackson hand saw, which is not the highest quality, I would say. Some of them are a bit higher quality, like this Bahco saws. I've got a few of them. And now Bahco is a subsidiary to Snap-on at the moment. It used to be Swedish company, hence this logo, fish and hook. And now I think, apart from the fact that it got bought by Snap-on, it moved to Spain or France or somewhere like that. I've got few Bahco tools. I trust them, and so far they haven't disappointed me. You can see this pliers here and a few other things later on. Irwin, another fairly good brand. It's as far as I know, this one here is made in Denmark, but Irwin has also factories in China. I've got some roughneck scrubbing brushes of different types. This one is just one example. I've got a few more somewhere else, probably not on the display. Yato, which is, as far as I remember, Polish company that I don't think they make them. They import tools and brand it with their logo. This is for foam gun. Harris brushes, paint brushes. That's my second pack. I used the first one when I was painting my house, and it really made a difference. I like them a lot. They don't lose these fibers or hair, as some call it. Very useful, very handy. I can recommend them. Then I've got some trowel pack that so far I haven't really used. Another plasterboard saw. As you can see, brand new. So far I haven't had to use it. Some clamps, another backhoe riveting tool, still in original packaging, some Stanley aluminium body staple gun. I used it a few times. It's quite good so far. It doesn't provide a lot of force because it's hand operated. It's not electric or pneumatic, but it's good enough, I would say, for my needs. Then I've got some Stanley pry bars that are quite useful, and some Fiskars garden tools. I'm a fan of Fiskars tools, especially the ones made in Finland. They're very good quality, and I've got quite a few scissors that you will see around here in a moment. So this is a second wall of my den. Again, a few exposed tools. I've got some braking bars here. Most of them are without a brand, or some cheap brands like Stanley or Sealail, which is a British importer of Chinese tools. I don't think that really, especially for my use, I'm not a professional mechanic, I'm a DIYer. I don't need anything else if we are talking about breaker bars. Here you have again plastic Fiskars scoop, some scraper, also by Baco. Apparently very good tool, but I still haven't used it. This square edge is very good. It's made by Baco as well. I used it frequently, and it sped up my job extremely. I was laying laminate flooring on large surfaces for last few weeks, and it made cutting them to the size extremely easy. I recommend having a square edge in general. This one is almost perfect. There are some faults about it in my opinion, but in terms of accuracy I think it's perfect. Then some laminate flooring tools. This one is used to make sure that they click in when you get to when you position them together. Another pry bar. This one is 3/8 by Sealail. And then I've got few Fiskars scissors. The ones made in Finland, like the ones with orange handles. Sorry, my camera is really annoying. Oh well. So the ones with orange handles. I've got 3 sizes. Are just excellent, extremely sharp, robust, ergonomically very comfortable, and I can bet they will last many years. I've got them for about, some of them, especially the big ones, at least 5 years, and I use them quite often. Obviously, as with all the tools, if you use them incorrectly, improperly, you will damage them no matter how good quality they are. I try using tools the way they are designed and for things they are designed for. Yes, I can definitely recommend this Fiskars made in Finland tools, scissors. Now this one is also Fiskars, but it's made in China. Finish wise, it's completely different story than the Finnish ones. I bought these ones because I read that they're covered with titanium, so they don't stick. However, just after arrival, I could notice that dark titanium surface is peeling off. In general, now my camera won't show it very well, but the finish is poor, so you can see some gaps, quite big gaps between blades. So it's the same company, but it's completely different product. They're not bad, yes. I do use them sometimes, but they're not as good as the made in Finland. Another pry bar. This one is short 3/8 by Baco. It's about 25 centimeters long. A bit short, but it's good for confined spaces. And then clamps. I love these automatic ones, especially the ones made by Irwin. They're so handy. They're not, the ones that I've got, they're not large. They're called mini, although I don't know if they can spread at least here. Yeah, that's the problem. One of the problems with it. It's 7 inches, so 17 centimeters. So for me they're not really that mini, but I realized that they're much bigger than that, but they're perfect. They're so strong, they're so handy. The only thing I would change about them is that this jaw would be a bit longer, so I can grab a bit deeper. Now I've got even smaller clamps that, yeah, I would definitely call mini. Let me compare them too. Okay. They are very handy for small jobs. They're made by Wolfcraft, which is quite a good brand. You can see that it's a quality tool. It's for more precision jobs. Interesting thing about it is that it has trigger for closing and opening the jaw, unlike the Irwin one, which has this big trigger for closing, but doesn't have this small for opening. It's not a big deal, it's just a quite handy thing. So you can spread it with one trigger and then shut it with the other one. They're also very strong. And behind it there are some DeWalt branded goggles, which are useless, unfortunately. Probably not made by DeWalt really, just branded. If you want to know why, you can ask in comment section, or I can make another video to show you what's the problem with them. And then behind it some silicone finisher set, which I used quite a lot, and I like it quite a lot. It's not perfect. And that would be it for today. It's already over 10 minutes, well over 10 minutes, so I don't want to make it too long. As you can see, we didn't cover a lot. It's a fairly small piece of what I've got here. So I hope that you liked it, and I can take you on a journey of the rest of my tool workshop toolbox. Thanks a lot. Comment, share, and subscribe.